Halo mods are pretty cool. Don't worry about that. Recently, I was scrolling through social media and found a video of Halo in VR, and thinking that looks pretty fun. After a Google search, I found the mod on GitHub made by LivingFray, and it takes a bit of time to get it up and running. If you modded on Halo Combat Evolved on PC before, you would know that you would have to use Halo Custom Edition, which is what I'm using. But in this mod, it requires the original release for Halo for PC, which is a kind of a hassle to get.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Once I got a copy, the only thing I had to do was move some files over to the game, and that's it. Running the executable automatically kicks it into VR and ready to go. It's also recognized in Steam VR, which is really nice. My first impressions was great with the cutscenes and missions working flawlessly. I chose certain missions to see how they fare in VR, and they work, albeit with little jank. The cutscenes were built with stationary cameras, but in VR, that throws that out the window, so you can see everything. Vehicles spawning in and out, NPCs running in place, and phasing through people. By no fault of the developers, because the engine that Halo runs on is 20 years old, so having a usable product in itself is impressive. Once getting into the action, it's pretty easy to start shooting the Covenant and the Flood. Whatever your main hand is, right or left, the gun will stay there stuck forever. This hand is also used for interacting and throwing grenades. Your right shoulder is used to swap to your secondary as well. One complaint I do have about the weapons is that if you use a small weapon like a pistol, it becomes a little janky if you try to use two hands just because of how close your hands have to be. And also when reloading, it isn't as satisfying as other VR games because you're not able to reload manually. But like I said before, it's most likely the game engine's limitations and not the dev's fault. And in some missions you do have to drive vehicles, so it's a little bit weird. All it does is that it zooms out the camera so then you can see the whole vehicle and you only control it by the joysticks. Because this is running on the classic Halo PC version, mods are available, but the devs did say it depends on how much the mods mess with the game. Also, the mods have to be supported on the original release of Halo PC instead of the custom edition. From what I tested, I couldn't get the cursed Halo mod to work, and it's out of my range to figure out what exactly is wrong with the mod. Overall, just trying out this VR mod and replaying some of my favorite missions in VR is very exhilarating, and for a classic shooter in VR, I would highly recommend trying this out. Thank you for watching the video. This was my first longer video I've created, and I want to improve on making these, so please let me know if you don't like something so I can improve on the next one.